Hi, I'm Anthony Barnett. I helped to start Open Democracy in 2001. I've been writing about politics and culture for many decades. I'm doing a new book on the referendum, why it happened, and where we go from here. Brexit is pulling our country apart. England and Wales have voted to leave the European Union. Scotland and Northern Ireland, by large majorities, said they wanted to stay in the European Union. The fact of Brexit is like a permission to racism and bigotry. And if that starts to happen, many of us will fight with our lives to stop it. But it's not as if these divisions were taking place in a country already at ease with itself. Just this week, we've been told that the bosses of the top 100 companies have pay rises of an average of 10% this year on incomes of over £5 million. And that's when the average woman and man we've seen our incomes flatlining for the last decade since the financial crash. That kind of inequality is not going to last. So what is going on? Much more is going on here than just a vote about the European Union. So what are the forces that are at work in Brexit and what can we do about them? There are four that I'm writing about. First, there's the question of voice and identity. This touches us and our culture very deeply. It's not just about immigration or other people. It's who we are. Are we English or British or Scottish or Northern Irish or Welsh? And we're all Europeans. And what does that mean now? Second, there's the question of the economy. Brexit was a repudiation of the economic policy which has dominated this country since the rise of Mrs. Thatcher. And that is the idea that the market and profit governs everything, and that the aim of government is to get out of the way and let objective forces do what they will. Take back control, which was the slogan of Brexit. Well, now think what that means for the regular person. The 100 bosses of those big companies of ours, they won't like us taking back control one little bit. Third, there's the British regime itself. We're now governed, or were, by a very narrow, what I call a political media caste. Very venal, selfish, and they fell apart over the referendum. And the whole duplicity, the dishonesty on both sides that ran through that campaign condemns that class, and we need to replace it. That's the job. And fourth and finally, there's the European Union itself, profoundly undemocratic, and its problems, its troubles with the euro, with migration, that was one of the big causes of the Brexit vote itself. But we have to live peacefully and in an open and cooperative way with our European neighbours. In the book I'm writing, I want to draw on the energies of Milton, Tom Paine, Blake and Shelley, and bring that tradition of equality, solidarity and of liberty to bear here in our situation in the age of the internet. That's why I'm crowdfunding this book, but I need your help to do it. If you could go to unbound.com, I'd be very grateful, and you can pledge your support and we can do it together.